What up, y'all? It's your boy Sean Doe with Homespun Entertainment, bringing y'all some more Top Chop. I know y'all heard about it. It's crazy. Bullets starting to fly. Man, you gotta ask yourself, will this Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef end up like Pac and Biggie? Man, it sounds eerily similar, man. I mean, they started out cool. They rocking with each other. They doing shows. And then this beef sparked. They start battling on the mic, start saying these crazy, wild accusations. And before you know it, you know what I'm saying, somebody getting hurt. So hopefully, this thing don't go too far. It can stop here. But unfortunately, somebody already got hurt. And people making wild speculations. They like, man, I wonder, is that one of the moles, that Kendrick was talking about that's in his camp? And did Drake have somebody, do a drive-by on the security guard? And people talking about, no, maybe it was somebody from Kendrick camp. He got all them fans, them stands out there. Ain't no telling, man. But that's the thing when it comes to, saying stuff, man, making accusations that's so serious like that. You calling a person a pedophile. You saying that a man's wife, having sex with your partner and his kid ain't his. And you making raps to his mom and his daddy and his son. Certain things, man, ain't no turning back from. And, it ain't like you could just say you sorry and everything cool from there. So that's what I'm asking myself. How far will this thing go? You know what I'm saying? Will it end up with one of them getting seriously hurt or even, erased? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you don't want to see that happen, man. And, but like I say, it's eerily similar to the Tupac Biggie deal. And I was just kind of looking back on that, just kind of hearing like, dang, man, it's funny because they was cool at some point. So I wanted to kind of even just look at some of that old footage of they beef and then kind of compare it to what's going on today. So let's take a look at what they was talking about back then.
Tupac and Biggie's deaths shocked the rap game back in the 90s, and years later, the cases still aren't solved. Today, we're breaking down the crazy theories about who took out the greatest rappers of all time. Before we dive into who killed Biggie and Pac, we have to take a look at how they went from being homies to sparking the biggest war in rap history. Tupac was already popping off back in 93, while Biggie was just getting started. Even though the East versus West Coast war is.
And that's the thing. What I'm saying is like these are the biggest rappers of this time. They was the biggest rappers of that time. So I think by having so many eyes on them, it brings extra attention, extra embarrassment, extra ridicule. So I mean, this is serious, man. I was talking to my homeboy the other day. He like, man, all that stuff, man. That's just hype. They probably hyping each other up. But now you got a man in the hospital in serious condition. It ain't just hype no more. And like I say, it's just eerily similar to what happened with these guys.
It's over now, there's still some tension, but back then, there weren't any issues. Biggie flew out to LA and asked a dope dealer to introduce him to Pac. And when Big rolled up to the spot, Pac was playing his first hit, Party and Bullshit. There was already a lot of respect between them, and they ended up getting tight super fast. They would hit the stage together in New York, and Big would even crash on Pac's couch.
That's crazy. Like I said, Kendrick, Drake, they was cool. They was even the big three, Kendrick, Drake, and Cole. You know what I'm saying? They all putting out great music, but, all good things must come to an end. And I guess, they say the best clash at the top. And unfortunately, that's where we are. But fast forward this a
When he was in
little bit.
LA.
Let me see. I was just getting to the part where they started making the tracks and they started dissing each other on them tracks. And the lyrics that they were saying really tripped me out. So let's take a listen to this part.
Aired out Biggie and the whole East Coast with lines like, first off, fuck your bitch and the clique you claim. West Side when we ride, come equipped with game. You claim to be a player, but I fucked your wife.
See, that's what I'm saying. You talk about a dude wife, bro. He talking about Kendrick wife. His homeboy smashed on his wife. That that's murder music right there. That ain't friendly banter no more, bro. That's not a beef. That's not URL. I mean, URL, they say some disrespectful stuff. But them guys ain't got the same magnitude in battle rap. And they understand that, the nature of that is to be overly disrespectful. But they accept it. So I mean, I seen some slap boxes come out of that too. So it's only so much you can say before people just lose it, bro. So I mean, this is crazy. But listen to them lyrics, man. Listen to them lyrics. That's crazy.
West Side, when we ride, come equipped with game. You claim to be a player, but I fucked your wife. We bust on bad boys, niggas fuck for life. Plus, Puffy trying to see me, weak hearts I rip. Biggie Smalls and Junior Mafia, some mark-ass bitches. There are rumors that Pac only went so hard with the beef and recorded so much music because he was afraid of Suge and wanted to get away from death row. So he wanted to get his contracts over with.
Yeah, all that speculation, like with this thing going on now, it's all speculation. You don't know really the underlying cause for Kendrick really getting that mad and going that hard at Drake. And I will say on Drake's last song, his last diss, it sounded like he was waving the white flag. He talking about that was good exercise. You know what I'm saying? He even said he would have danced to Kendrick's song if it wasn't full of that accusations. You know what I'm saying? If he didn't double down on that BS. But man, I mean, now look at us where we are now. But them lyrics is tough, man. You making them type of lyrics, you know, you seeing them that stuff in your music, man. It's just going, you know, escalate.
Bad Boy Records could take over the game. He also allegedly knew that Pac would think Biggie's track Who Shot Ya was aimed at him and would help spark the war. Pac and Biggie's beef definitely helped both sides sell records. And some people think Diddy actually had Big killed because he saw how many Tupac albums sold after he was killed. Biggest piece of evidence that backs the story.
Well, I ain't really going to get into that too deep as far as, you know, all the theories and stuff on that. But I did want to just kind of, you know, go to today and the things that happened, you know, with the TMZ thing, you know, and that's crazy.
We will share it with you. Anyone with information is asked.
Let's start this from the beginning.
Welcome back to Live Now from Fox, and we do have some breaking news.
And it's crazy to see this shot right here because you're expecting them pin dots to be over the house. But man, that's crazy. Like you say, man, this is just happened today. You know what I'm saying? He just dropped that diss track showing his house just like this from the sky view with the pin dots on there. Man, reality is better than fiction, bro. You can't write this stuff, man. This is happening in real time. It's like a drama. You know what I'm saying? It started off on wax. Now it's about to end up, you know, in blood. But let's hear some more about the shooting.
News that we want to get to. This is some aerial footage of the house from Drake. This is the rapper Drake right there. This is his house in Toronto. There was a shooting that happened earlier outside Drake's Toronto home, and one person was injured in this. According to TMZ, sources confirm the injured person is a member of Drake's security team. Now, police have yet to say if they believe the shooting is related to the Kendrick Lamar feud. Drake and Kendrick Lamar.
And if it's not related, this the news. This is not court. So, of course, you guilty till you proven innocent. Because all these accusations flying around, and it's just murkying up the water. So when this stuff do get sorted out, you know what I'm saying, you never know what the truth will be until somebody come out and give you the full story, the full details of it. You know what I'm saying? But it does appear that this would be in connection to the beef that they got going on. Also, they said that somebody vandalized one of Drake's stores in London. They sprayed "They Not Like Us" on his store, you know, referring to the Kendrick diss. So regardless of, you know, what led up to this shooting, it's still the fans, the stands out there that's just perpetuating this and making it a huge situation. So again, the music is one thing, but when it started to spill over into real life, people get hurt, it's a whole different situation. So, you know, I'm sure rap beefs and battles gonna always be a part of the hip hop culture, but it definitely sheds a bad light on us, make us look like, you know, savage and just that we can't be productive. We can't be millionaires and live successfully without this kind of violence going on. Crazy.
have been feuding for quite some time, releasing diss tracks against one another. But again, police have revealed the victim suffered a gunshot wound to the upper chest, and it does appear to have been a drive-by attack. Also, there has been impact across the Atlantic. In London, someone reportedly vandalizing Drake's store, spray painting, quote, "They not like us" on the store's front window. That graffiti in
They're not like us on Dre's storefront window. Man, this news is crazy because they eating off of it too, man. Everybody eating off this beef and this scandal. But like I say, the bad part about it, you know, people go to prison, people go to the cemetery. It's more than a beef at this point. So I'm thinking, man, they're gonna have to dead this one way or another because it's turning ugly. And then you know, if your boy Academics, he on TMZ right now, man, this thing is really going crazy.
Where
Let's
do we
check him
stand on
out.
this now? And I know you'd said that you felt like Kendrick was winning this.
Slightly.
Slightly. So
And you know he a real fan. He a stand for real. So if he say Kendrick won, it's a wrap. I know Drake Saudi like, man, what you mean slightly? But man, it's past the music part. Like I say, I think Drake was waving the white flag anyway. He wanted this beef to be done, you know, rightfully slow. But I will tell you this, the smartest man in this whole situation, it looked like J. Cole. J. Cole didn't want no parts of the beef, even though he a crazy lyricist. And he probably, in my opinion, because he is one of my favorite, well, actually, he my favorite rapper. You know what I'm saying? Ever since Crooked Smile and all that, you know what I'm saying? When he first came out, I thought he was a special talent. You know what I'm saying? And I just like his style because he like a mix between Kendrick and and your boy Drake, because his style, you know, he can make some party bops and he got lyrics. So that's my guy. J. Cole, that's my guy for sure. But he looked like he was a smart dude staying out of it, you know, making his peace and doing that. But yeah, let's check this out.
So where do you stand after Drake's latest song?
I think Drake's his latest song I'm a little bit torn with because I like lyrical Drake. So Drake is getting into the, you know, the bag that most real hardcore stands like, which is me. I like when he raps. However, the subject matter is something that necessarily doesn't belong in a battle, right? I mean, it's like a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. When someone accuses you of such serious allegations, if you ignore it, it becomes the elephant in the room. You address it, it almost brings more light to it. Going back to the last beef that Drake was in with Pusha T, that was ended quickly with a bombshell revelation.
And basically, you know, he's saying that he didn't feel like Drake came hard enough on that last one. And like I said, I feel the same way. I don't feel like he didn't come hard enough. I feel like he was trying to dead the beef, man. He was feeling like this probably was going too far. You know, they got videos of Drake on the stage kissing a 17-year-old all in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, now people digging up old stuff on him. They trying to dig up stuff on Kendrick. Like I said, man, at the end of the day, if they can find a way to, you know, settle the beef, you know, in a real tactful way and start making something together, man, that'd be the best way to get out of this. They got to come together and move hip hop, you know, together, because they both showed that they both got the game on lock. They got millions of fans out here, and, you know, enough is enough. I hate to see, you know, Drake and Kendrick end up like Biggie and Pop. That's my take on it. Can't wait to hear y'all take on it. Man, like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to build it up here. Hopefully the content is cool. But yeah, I want to hear from y'all. Drop a comment, and we're going to keep this thing rolling. All right, now, y'all have a good one. You dig?